Hi everyone, welcome to Underground City Diecast Racing. Today we have the IROC Z Chevy Camaro taking on the 1971 Nissan Skyline. Let's get it on. Welcome to Underground City Diecast Racing. Alright, race one, we have our Camaro on the inside track. We have the Skyline on the outside. Skyline has the lead into the first turn and into the crossover. Skyline hits the jump. It doesn't make the jump! The Camaro did, but the Skyline just dragged. And we have a secondary collision! The Camaro just rammed right into the Skyline and spun around. The Camaro is still going very slowly, but it's just going down in reverse, down the slope into the final turn. And we'll cross the finish line. Will it? And no, it does not. So let's go ahead and do race one over. But we had some collision and some contact on there. You can see here in the instant replay, the Skyline just does not make that landing and just scrapes the paint. And the Camaro rams it, spins it. It just drags it a little bit. And just a slow ride before just not being able to make it to the finish line. So let's do race one over again. Same lane, same cars. We have our Skyline in the lead into the crossover, into the next turn. Skyline over the jump. Both cars make the jump this time. Skyline's backwards. Both cars still going. Got the Skyline in the lead into the city view. Going into the slope. Skyline still in the lead. And the Skyline's going to cross the finish line. We'll take race one, followed by the Camaro. So that's 3 points to the Skyline, 1 point to the Camaro. And you get 0 points if you do not finish. So here we go into race two. We switch lanes. Skyline on the inside, Camaro on the outside. Skyline with the lead again into the crossover around the next turn. Hits the jump. Skyline over. Both cars just made the jump. The Skyline's going, picking up speed down the city view. Just zooming on the Skyline, just taking it home right here. Bouncing off the walls and crosses the finish line. But where's our Camaro? Where's the Camaro go? Wait, can we find? Oh. Somehow the Camaro flipped over in the city view. Not sure how that happened. So we're going to switch lanes again for race three. Camaro back on the inside, Skyline on the outside. Plenty time. There we go. Skyline in the lead, into the crossover, into the next turn. Skyline hits the jump, and it bounces over again. The Skyline does not make the jump, and it gets hit again by the Camaro, and both cars are on their roofs. The Skyline did not make the jump, and then the Camaro tried to pass it on the mini hop and just got. It was just like watching baseball. It was the ball, and the Skyline just hit it. Let's do race three all over again. Same lanes. Here we go. Skyline in the lead, going into the crossover, into the second turn. Skyline hits the jump, and it flips over again. It just cannot make that jump. The Camaro just grinded the rail to get around it. Camaro going slowly through the city view, but it's still moving forward. Will it? Going down the final slope into the last turn, and it just hit the side right after the sky bridge. Well, look at this. Just look at this, grinding the rail to get around the Skyline. That was impressive. So let's go ahead and redo race three right now. We still have our Camaro on the inside. We have our Skyline on the outside. And there they go. Skyline in the lead again, into the crossover, into the next turn. Skyline does not make the jump. It's just grinding again. It is not making the jump. And the Camaro just bounced off of it. The Camaro just bounced off the Skyline and went around it. That was insane. Camaro into the final slope around the last turn. And here it comes across the finish line to get 3 points. But look at this. Just Skyline dragging, and it just bounces off the top of the car. That was crazy. Let's go into race four. It's 6-4 Skyline. Skyline has a big lead. Hits the jump. It doesn't hit the jump. The Skyline flipped over again. And the Camaro just righted it. It just smashed right into the side of the car. And he just righted the Skyline. Skyline in the lead, going down the final slope into the last turn. And crosses the finish line and just took the win. And the Camaro will not make it. But the Camaro just saved the Skyline's race. It wasn't going to finish. The Camaro had it home free, and then it just saved the Skyline's race. So there's your winner for Underground City Racing, the Nissan Skyline. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Underground City Diecast Racing.